On today's expose, Witchy Vibes, we're talking about Nicholas Scratch. Nicholas Scratch first appeared in Fantastic Four 185 in May of 1977, created by Len Wein and George Perez. So, just like in the show, Nicholas is the son of Agatha. His father has not been revealed, though. We still don't know who the daddy is, but everybody gets kind of demon vibes from him, so it's speculated that a daddy demon. So he, one of the biggest differences in the comics is he was thought to be dead. He got brought back to life by, I believe, Mephisto, and he started up New Salem in Colorado, of all places, where he gave birth to each of the Salem Seven, and then he uses them to enact revenge on Agatha. So he's actually more of a villain in the comics. And he's got like Kevin Daddy Realness boyfriend vibes going on here. He's got like the beard with the white in it and the golden beard. So Kevin's all on Twitter over Nicholas Scratch.
I know, yes. Mine's, instead of salt and pepper, I got cinnamon sugar, but, kin enough.
Yeah, close enough. Yeah. So, and his powers, he's basically like a male sorcerer, or a male witch. And then he also has his Satan staff that he carries around. I think that's badass. I want a Satan staff. I would totally take it to Costco and be like, back the fuck away from those peanuts. Like, I've got my Satan staff.
My roommate does that. He'll literally take his walking stick sometimes, and it literally looks like a staff. And he like walks around. It's got a little stone on the top and everything. It's hilarious.
That's amazing. I love that.
Seekest thou the road to all that's foul and fair? Down, down the road, down the witch's road.
Anybody got a spell book?
May she be strong and wise, and the best ever left. May she be smart, not annoying.
She brings some Advil.
I've missed you. I hate you.
Welcome to this week's Solving Frex. My name is Shawn. I'm your ultimate excavationist.
Ooh, and I'm something of an X-fan myself, Kevin!
And I'm Ryan, your astonishing X-Men stan.
And oh my glob, this gorgeous face in front of you, which if you are a sexy X, you recognize, we are back here with Aurora Veil. Hey, girl.
Hello! Hey! Oh my god, I'm so excited to be back! Yes!
So Aurora, when she found out we were going to be doing Agatha, she said, if I'm not on the finale, your life is forfeit. She said, I will summon Nicholas Scratch and he will murder you. So we had to have her on this episode.
The Salem 7 gonna come for your ass if you didn't have me tonight, okay?
But you didn't even need to threaten. We love having you on here.
Oh, thank you. I love being on here too.
Yeah. Yay. Did you want to tell us a little bit about why you're so attached to Agatha and your kind of your claim to fame with Agatha?
Oh my god. Well, I was already a fan of Agatha prior to Agatha All Along, knowing her from the comics, from when she made her animated appearance in X-Men Evolution, and I've been a big fan of Catherine Hahn, and so when Agatha All Along came out, I was immediately obsessed with it. I have probably binged it more times than, I don't know, I can even think about right now. And when, what is it, the Giant Size Productions, the one who do the Uncanny Experience, they asked me to come and help host the live finale at the Gambit Brewing Company. And I decided to dress up as Agatha from Agatha All Along. And I did a little mixed performance as Agatha, and it kind of went viral on TikTok. I'm almost at, 900,000 views, almost hitting 1 million there. And not only Joe Locke saw it and reposted it, But Marvel Entertainment also commented, and they were like, "How many letters in Harkness?" And I was like, "Ah!" I was like,
Amazing.
recognition.
It's so
So
cool.
yeah, I've
That's
just
amazing.
I've been obsessed with Agatha ever since, and I've been doing that performance for a while now, and it's always a fan favorite. And so seeing you guys talking about Agatha all along was coming up as after you guys did WandaVision, I was like, I need to be there. We need to get into it because there is so much to dissect in this show. Oh my god! So no, I'm excited. Oh my god!
Right. And so you are a Minnesota drag queen. Did you want to talk
I
at
am.
all about kind of the BS that's been going on in your state?
Girl, I don't want to get too much into it, but it's been insane. With the politics been going on, we've had ICE here. I personally have not run into ICE myself. I've been to the memorial site for, um, you know, uh, I didn't see Renee's, but what was his
Alex?
name? Alex Petty, thank you. And I got to go down there with my friend Tuba, and we got to go see the memorial over there. And there was a little bit of a march going on with like a bike squad and everything, so we got to be a part of that. It's the energy's not great. It's been awful, and there's just so many things going on right now. Drag is like the last big focus. We're still trying to be out here and entertaining, but there's so much more going on right now, and hoping for the best. It's been hard for everyone.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. I know when ICE was, a big presence here in LA, I thought like, oh, LA strong, like we're gonna get out there and get them. But watching all of you in Minnesota, I'm like, damn, they are like literally like throwing down and like
We're not
fighting
standing.
for a
We're not
state.
standing for this.
Yeah.
After what
And I
happened
love
with
the
George Floyd back
establishments.
here in 2020,
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah.
we're not going through this again. That we're not letting history repeat itself here. Not happening whatsoever.
Right.
Yeah.
And the establishments are kicking people out, which I like. So it's
Yep.
like, yeah, standing up for what
There's
they
there's
want.
been a few that have allowed ICE in, and which that's caused major controversy. Which there's been protests and marches outside of those establishments as well. Because why are you letting them in? Why are you letting them stay? This is not okay.
Yeah.
There's been a couple places that have been businesses that have been attacked because of their support against ICE. But we're not backing down. We're not giving up here.
Where I
Well,
work,
thank
for a
you.
spice company, and we have a store in Minneapolis, and we have a big sign in all of our stores now that says this business fights fascism. So it's really cool to work for a company that is like that, and making a name because we're right next to where George Floyd happened and where some of this happened. So it is very scary and good to show
Yeah.
our support. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for Ooh. Thank you for
Burpees.
sharing. I just wanted to kind of show, we're watching, we support, everybody in their fight against the fascists. So if you ever need us, if you ever need anything, your sexy X's will be here.
We
Yes.
appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and get into our show here. So, Sinister Gossip Sesh of Doom.
Sesh of
Doom. So, do you all play the what are they called? The Watchdog game? Is it Watchdog? That made the Spider-Man games? No.
Yes. I
It is
played the
Watch
first
Dogs.
one. Yeah.
hmm Insomniac. It's Insomniac.
Insomniac. Thank you. That's
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Insomniac did Spider-Man 1 and 2 and Spider-Man Miles Morales. Today, actually the day that we record this, they just announced Marvel's Wolverine is coming out on September 15th of this year. And I am so
I am
excited for it.
definitely going to be getting it. Yes.
Yes.
It looks really good. Well, from the little snippet, I suppose it wasn't really a trailer, but the pictures look
Yeah.
good.
And if I heard correctly, didn't I hear that Mystique and Jean Grey are going to be playable characters for like scenes and stuff like that?
Ooh,
I'm
I
not
didn't
sure.
hear
I
that
haven't seen a
yet.
lot of insight into it yet.
Yes.
That would be really fun to be Mystique in the eyes of Insomniac because I feel like they have such like a creative way to like show people's moves. So I'd be really curious to see what that's like.
Yeah. Because I think in the Spider-Man games too, they had like those little missions that you had to like switch between certain characters. So I can
Yeah,
see how
like the
they'd
Mary
make it
Jane
easy.
missions.
Yeah, right.
They do that. I haven't played the Spider-Man games, but I did play the Batman Arkham games, and in Arkham City, you get
Oh.
to switch between Batman and Catwoman for some of the
Right.
Catwoman scenes. You can go back and play as her to collect the trophies and whatnot as well. It's a lot of fun. Definitely one of my absolute favorite trilogies. I still haven't played Spider-Man yet, though. I need to.
It's good.
Oh, it's good.
You did just
And
bring up some PTSD because Arkham Asylum. I played through that whole damn game and got every single damn Riddler trophy, and it was just like, congratulations, you got all the trophies. I was like, that's it. That's all I got.
See, with Spider-Man, if you get 100%, you get the
got
underwear
the
costume.
end.
The underwear costume in Spider-Man is everything. He's just running around in the underwear.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. And that's why I cosplayed it. It's perfect.
So Jean will be playable for in there. Like there are leaks that have her as a playable character, and she will be as brutal as Wolverine.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting. We'll see a brutal
maybe
Jean.
Dark Phoenix then. Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, yes.
Yes. Hopefully she gets a spin-off then, her own game.
That would be exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, isn't there talks that there's supposed to be an X-Men game too? But that's like 28, maybe 29 or something.
I don't know, because I know there's been a lot of talks about them wanting to bring Ultimate Alliance back, you know?
Oh.
So maybe that
Please.
might be a thing. I thought I saw somewhere talking about that, but I'm not positive. That would be amazing, though. It was one of my absolute favorite games.
Yeah, those games are fun.
They're so much fun.
We also wanted to pay tribute to Eric Dane, who just passed at age 53. He had ALS.
Oh my God.
He was most known for being Dr. McDreamy, and then also he was in Charmed as Jason Dean, and in the X-Men universe, he was Multiple Man in X3.
Yeah. So.
That's right. That was him. Oh my God. I did not realize
Yeah,
that.
right?
I completely forgot. Oh my crap.
And that's like a dream come true, having multiple Eric Danes out there.
Please.
Did you have anything you wanted to say about him, Kev?
Yeah, I feel like there are a lot of support from people, which is really nice. I think I shared to you that last video he made for his girls, which was super heartbreaking and beautiful.
Yeah.
I did see today something that was a little unsettling. I guess somebody came out from Grey's Anatomy and said that he was a bully to her, and she's the reason why he got fired from that show. I'm like, oh, well, that's interesting at this time to be saying that, but
I have a really hard time when people do that when
Yeah.
someone's passing happens or when someone's success happens.
yeah,
It's like, why are you waiting until that moment to say something?
right. It's like, why now? It seems
Mhm.
kind of like insensitive. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, because nothing can be done about it now.
yeah. So, but there's a lot of good things that were out there too. Like Balthazar, from the Charmed perspective, Balthazar Getty and Alyssa Milano said some really nice things, made some really nice posts. So,
And that was the one I knew him the most from was Charmed. I grew up on that one with knowing him from that. So that when I first found out, everyone's like McDreamy, and I'm like, who's McDreamy? And I'm like, no, not Cole. Oh my God.
Oh, he wasn't Cole. He was Jason Dean.
Jason Dean.
Oh my God. Thank you. I'm so sorry.
But it's all right. I know why you made that, because we recently lost Cole.
Julian
as well,
lost too.
so,
Yeah.
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 There's been so many deaths recently. Catherine O'Hara, so many of them. It's like 2016 all over again. I'm not okay with it.
And
I
so many of them
know.
are so
It's
young.
too much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
He's
cry again.
53,
Oh my
James
God.
Vanderbeek was 48. Like, these are young people.
Yeah, this is not fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into some more happy stuff. We're starting off on such a low. All right.
Let's talk about death with more Lady Death.
Let's talk about death.
I mean, don't
All
taunt
right,
death
so,
now.
Last week's question was, which embodiment of death do you like the most? So, Aurora, is it Grim Reaper, Horseman of Apocalypse, Lady Death, or Hela?
Oh, I definitely answered this on the thing last week too online. I definitely prefer Lady Death's version. There's been so many iterations of her throughout the comics. And now they brought her to Agatha. I wonder what they would have done because they were supposed to originally bring her in for Infinity War and Endgame, but they thought that was going to be way too much. So I think that's why they went the Agatha route, and I'm actually really excited. Aubrey Plaza's portrayal of Lady Death is absolutely phenomenal. It's going to be absolutely forever remembered by everybody. I would say the Horseman of Death is my second favorite because I am a big fan of the Apocalypse. But no, Lady Death is my absolute favorite iteration of it. Aubrey Plaza kills it.
You just made me think of something because Aubrey Plaza, of course, was in Legion. What if they like combined, like said she was Death in Legion as well, and then we had this recurring character for her?
It's Marvel, but it's not MCU canon, is it?
It's not.
FX
it's technically
or
a different like universe, yeah. But
That's
I think that'd
Sony.
be
I think
cool.
it's even. Yeah.
They could even what?
No, I said I think it's even different than the Fox universe, Legion's universe, because
okay.
they have I think they actually have an Xavier in there in like one of the final seasons.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I believe. I could be wrong.
Well, so I purposely left Horseman of Apocalypse to be kind of vague. Somebody actually did write in and say Archangel gets the
Which
win,
one?
but
Yeah.
yeah, because there's many different deaths. But Grim Reaper only got 6%, so he got a little bit of love. Horseman of Apocalypse and Lady Death tied at 28%, and Hela got 38%. So she is the clear winner. Get it, Kate Blanchett? The award goes to. So it was pretty close, except for Grim Reaper, which I didn't expect him to get any votes. So he exceeded my expectations.
Good for her.
Good for her.
Yeah. You did it, girl.
I'm so proud of you.
Right.
You go, Grim
All right.
Reaper. You go.
You go, Grim.
Not for you, Grim Reaper. Not for you.
All right, let's get into this episode. So, Maiden, Mother Crone, this aired 10/30/2024. So this was a two-parter. They aired this with episode 8.
On my birthday.
And this was written on your birthday.
Whoop,
Written
whoop.
by Jack Schaefer, Jason Rostovsky, and Laura Donnie. Directed by Ganja Montero. But of course, just like last week, this is not La Ganja. This is Ganja.
Excuse me, sorry, I popped like a...
Just like last week, this will be sickening.
Sickening.
No.
I like how just me mentioning the name La Ganja made you cough. Like you're smoking.
I am the Green Witch.
Good job.
Beautiful.
Nice. All right, let's get into it. So we fly over a forest and hone in on a purple-robed figure running through a forest in 1750. No, it's not Sarah Sanderson. It's Agatha. And it was her all along. Agatha stops by a lake. She's in pain and fat. She's having a baby. She puts a lemon in her mouth and gets ready to rock. As she gives birth, she is suddenly approached by a figure in a green robe. But it's not Winifred. It's Death. Agatha begs her ex to let the baby live. Death gives her an undetermined amount of time to let the baby survive. Suddenly, she's gone and the baby is born. Made from scratch, Agatha holds her newborn bundle of joy close to herself. Ooh.
This whole episode put me through so many emotions. I was like crying, I was mad, I was sad, like ugh.
Yeah.
Anyways, later the new mom.
I have a few notes about this scene. Quick.
Oh.
Go
Yeah.
for it.
So Rio here is holding a ghost orchid, which is the same one that she was holding in episode 8 when she was on the roof attacking Agatha. And these orchids represent love persevering. So I thought that was interesting. And I talked about this before, but Rio here in this beautiful green cloak is also kind of to represent everything that sprouts out of death, the life and death and constant flow, which I always think is super powerful and moving too. And this part is very interesting about Nikki. Showrunner Jack Schaefer confirmed that Rio is the other mother or father figure, and that they created a child together without a traditional father. So she's kind of like the other parent.
That's partially why, like, Nikki wasn't supposed to be born in the first place.
Yeah.
Being, Death's child, she was there to take him, and
Right.
she
Yeah.
could only offer more time, but it was undetermined.
So that was a theory.
I
That
actually
fans
have
kind
that
of,
in my. Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
I have
Came
that
up
in my
with it.
notes
She's like,
being
yeah.
like, who's Nicholas' father? Do we think it's Rio, guys? Is
Like,
this our Destiny Mystique
Confirmed.
moment?
Mm-hmm. It's totally a Mystique moment. Mystique Destiny moment. Yeah. Okay, I'm done.
Well, it only would make sense because we are at 20 minutes, and I believe that's right when Abby likes to come in and tell us that there's some type of queer love, so she would have to be Rio, and Agatha would have to make Nicholas in this, so I love that.
Perfect.
One for you, Abby. You go, Abby.
You go, Abby. You did it.
Everybody take a drink for Abby.
Yes.
Oh, I have my pervert cup today. It's all the Star Wars
Oh.
characters with lightsaber penises.
Cute. I love it.
All right, scene 2. Let's
I
go.
love that.
All right. Later, the new mom wanders slowly through the woods with her baby. She hears singing and travels toward it. It's a group of witches. They beckon Agatha to them. She hesitates to cross their circle of rocks, but reluctantly she decides to. The witches provide food and water, but Agatha was looking for something more, like power. She drains each of their life forces. A sated Agatha continues through the woods, full of milk. I have something in this scene as well, because notice how after she was done killing the witches, notice how Nicholas was completely done crying, and she's like, "Oh, you like that, do you?" I think that was the main reason why she was doing that in the first place. That's how he stayed alive for as long as he did.
Mm. And that would
Because
make
I
sense
think
if
that-
his mom is death.
Yeah. I was going to say, I think that's what Agatha's idea was, that the more witches that she killed, the more time she had with Nicholas.
With Nicholas, it kept him alive. It kept him healthy. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's remember that when we get into a few scenes.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I wonder if this whole like rock thing was like kind of like a vampire, like you have to be invited in, otherwise the spell would have like kept her out. So
I think that she was kind of like being welcomed into the coven, basically, at that point. Like whatever she said in
Yeah.
Latin, because we don't even know what she said in Latin. It just said
I
something
did see a
in Latin
translation
or
of
whatever.
that.
Oh,
It was something like "Come on, sister, welcome in," something of those along those lines.
Yeah, it was like, please come in, come.
Yeah.
yeah. Welcome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I took it as kind of a vampire thing. Like they kind of let down the spell to let her in a way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
Let me tell y'all, I know this, she's not really like feeding him milk because she's feeding him death, but I was just at Disneyland all day yesterday with my cousin who just had a baby, and feeding a baby
She
is
was
drama.
feeding her baby death?
Yeah. No, I almost saw her
Basically.
feeding too. I was sitting next to her and I looked over and she was packing away her tit. I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I didn't see that all the way. What? She's my cousin. I don't want to see cousin tit.
No, I get it. I get it. You don't want to see your cousin boob, but do you also want your other cousin to go? Yeah. Do you also want your other cousin to starve? Yeah.
No, I support the breastfeeding. I just don't want to see the tit. All right, let's go to scene 3.
Scene
Get
3.
me off this dais.
All right. 1756. Nicholas is now 6 and chilling in town. He steals from a woman and she chases him home to Agatha. Notice he steals a bell, which is the same bell that Agatha uses to start the song, The Ballad of the Witch's Road, when they sing it in episode whatever that it was 2.
Hmm.
So, yeah. Three witches enter her home to demand back what was stolen. Agatha sucks them dry. Oh my. Well, Nicholas pets a goat.
Shawn, your writing needs to be like pre-approved, I think.
I know, right? Sometimes I even like, because I usually write it 2 days in advance before going through it. I'm like, did I write that really? What mood was I in?
I just love the
behind this-
sucks them.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go. You go.
No, you
bud.
go ahead. No, you go.
I just loved how you said like sucks them dry. While Nicholas pets a goat.
You're welcome.
Yes, beautiful. And there's a behind-the-scenes fact about that goat. Apparently, that goat was really terrible to work with, very unruly and uncooperative, and so they had a hard time with that goat.
That's so random.
Yeah.
Could you
yeah.
imagine them
Like,
trying to
they
like
had to
film
walk.
this?
Yeah.
That goat's gonna get a Razzie Award.
Yeah.
They're trying to film this scene and this goat is just screaming like constantly.
Yeah.
Have you
Oh
guys
my
ever
gosh.
seen that of
Yes.
Black Panther? Where Black Panther and
Yes,
God,
yes.
one of the Dutch Maraji are having like a conversation and this goat just won't stop screaming. And he tries to go through it and then like halfway through his second line he's like, all right, I can't do this.
My favorite, somebody took Troubled by Taylor Swift, and every time she goes, oh, they put the goat instead. Going,
The goat. Yeah. That used to be a classic drag number for a lot of girls.
really?
Oh,
Amazing.
yeah.
I love that. All right. Agatha is reading as she walks the countryside with Nicholas. He asks why she has to kill witches. He would rather make friends with them and live amongst other witches. Agatha tells him it's kill or be killed. Nicholas starts to sing a song about a windy road, about walking the windy road. They start singing it together. This song
Very
sounds
familiar.
a little
Are
familiar.
you Canadian? Like Deadpool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a problem
We
about
are.
it? Eh?
Yeah.
Eh? I ain't got a problem about it.
Yeah. You just sit there and drink up the maple syrup, all right, eh?
Don't tell me what to do and have a good time with it.
I just love hearing Ryan because his voice is so like you're reading to kids in a way. It's so like calming, and then you're reading like killing witches, and then they go to kill the witches.
We need to have Ryan read a Stephen King book to us.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
What a pleasant story this is.
God, it is so sweet. It is so pleasing.
and then Pennywise sucks them
Yeah.
dry.
Well, Billy pets a goat.
Oh man.
Oh, Jesus fuck. Oh.
All right. The duo stop to rest, and Nicholas is hungry. Agatha offers him a lesson instead. He declines. He asks his mom to use her purple to conjure up some grub. I had a vision when he said grub of them like eating bugs, like singing
I know.
Matata.
Grub, 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 grub.
That
Are
was
you
very
wicked?
good Lion King.
Or something.
Yup, 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 yup.
Agatha tells him she can cast illusions to control a feeble mind, move objects, but she cannot heal or protect him. She warns her son that a female will return for him eventually. We see a montage of Agatha spending time with her son, showing him magic, learning him about the world. A boot, Aurora, a boot. Together, they start singing an early version of the Witch's Road, only it is the windy road.
Yeah. So I feel like for Nikki, this song was like a celebration of love and the joy they have in each other's company. And so when it was kind of perverted to be a trick, it was, I don't know. That's when he was kind of like, oh, I don't like this.
No, well, also notice that scene, the way that she explains it, she's like, she explains it the way that the witch's road became, if you really think about it. She's like, I cannot heal you, if you think about it, that was Jen. I cannot protect you, Alice, and I cannot divine. And again, that's
Yeah.
Lilia. She was linking to where
Neat.
each witch came for when it came to, the ballad of the Witch's Road.
That is a really good point. That's attention
really
to
neat.
detail.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is Aurora black for everyone?
I have to go
Nikki?
black for a second
Oh,
because
Okay.
my screen's gonna go black for a second because my script got cut off with my printer, so
okay.
I'm reading it from my phone.
Okay, good.
Okay.
But yeah, it was the way she explained it to him is just it starts to make more sense when you listen to the way that the conversations that she has with Nikki. It really explains more of how the new version of the Witch's Roads, the Ballad of the Witch's Road, came to be. Because it was originally it was the windy road, and then you hear her singing later on, but then she changes the words that we hear from the second episode, all because of her experience raising Nikki and trying to run away from who.
Mm.
Anyways,
Interesting.
we'll get more
Okay.
into it. Okay. So later,
Um,
Nicholas is
I have one
performing.
more
Oh,
thing
go ahead.
about that too. Um, I wonder why, because she talked about how Coven 2, and I thought about why she was saying Coven 2, because to her original Coven was just her and Nikki, the two of them. Which I
Yep.
think is pretty sweet if you think about it that way.
Well, I guess her original coven was her and Rio, and then Rio was
That's
out of
true.
the picture, and then it became her and Nikki.
Alrighty. Later, Nicholas is performing down the Witch's Road in a tavern. Agatha poses as an onlooker and encourages the tavern goers to give money to the young performer. He is offered food by a young redhead. Nicholas says his mother is expecting him home, declines, and books it out of there. Agatha runs after him.
I've just
Now, this is like the first time we really get to see that someone is like interested in the Witch's Road, So this is probably the first group of witches that really went and told others of what they heard, So it's kind of cool that we get to see an insight of like how the Witch's Road and the rumor really started and got going. So it was Nikki that started it officially.
right. I love that. I love that we get to see I love that they showed this in the last episode because it all kind of comes together and makes sense how everything the inception of the Witch's Road.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan, do you have something to say?
I do. All right, so I love that Nicholas is performing here because if you guys remember, if we rewind the podcast and we go back
The
to
singer.
episode 1, Kevin brought it to our attention that in Nicholas's room he had awards for being a singer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And that's
True.
interesting because that's what it became in Agatha's fantasy world. So it's
Yeah.
based on a reality that
Mhm.
is really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Aurora, I just want you to know every time your screen goes black, I'm going to insert a picture of a random drag queen to represent you.
I am gagged. I cannot wait to see how this turns out.
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Please also make one Kevin, the other Kevin, our photo that he has approved.
Yes. Our meme.
Kevin
Our meme.
Canary?
Yes, Kevin Canary.
Of
Beautiful.
course, anything for you. And one of them will be
Oh,
Deja Sky. That's our Deja
Uh-huh.
Sky. We were watching All Stars together, and we rewound it like 3 times because Deja did that. She went. We just thought it was so funny.
You cannot.
and all of us were together too, it was absolutely perfect. So
It was a
Yeah.
magical moment.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
All right, 7. Agatha and Nicholas are by a river. He tries to cheer up her dour mood by promising that they can kill more witches tomorrow. I just don't feel like it today. In turn, she starts to sing the Ballad of the Witches wrote to him. She bundles up Nicholas in a blanket and lays with him on the ground until he falls asleep. So sweet.
and so if you remember,
Okay, now. Mm-hmm.
they didn't kill any witches, and they didn't those witches were sacrifices in honor of Nicholas, like so that he could. That's what Agatha was doing, and the one time that he doesn't, I don't know. We'll see what happens in the next.
Maybe.
Notice he was coughing. It was the first time we noticed that he was getting sick because they didn't kill, and now by the river he's continuously coughing. I'm surprised Agatha didn't really think anything of it, I guess. But it makes me wonder if he's in the entire 6 years, she's been raising him. Has he been sick before, or as long as she's been killing the witches, has he been staying healthy?
Very interesting.
Yeah. I completely missed. I'm gonna be honest. This is how stupid I can be sometimes. I completely missed the whole undercurrent of she was absorbing their power to keep Nicholas alive. That's crazy to me. I don't know how I missed that.
I mean, I don't know if it's really apparent. It's kind of like interpreting, but it's such a good interpretation. I never thought of
Yeah.
it either. So
It's the way it's the way I've interpreted it. I mean, going from, she originally just killed her coven. We don't really know how many witches she killed between her coven and the first coven after Nicholas was born. But, we saw that Nicholas stopped crying the moment the witches were killed. And then we see again, she kills more witches and he seems to be all happy, petting the goat and everything. And then the one time they don't kill the witches, suddenly he's coughing consistently. And so it sounds like he's getting sick. And so that's why I took it as, as long as she kills the witches, he continues to live, because that's death prolonging him. She provides her bodies and she gets to keep her wish.
Yeah, that makes so much sense.
yeah,
See, this is why we
And
need you.
yeah. Beautiful.
I told you, I've watched this so many times.
And they're by the river, which is Rio Vidal, River of Life, which is another kind of.
River of Life. See, that was the other thing too, which I really loved when I first got that. I was like Googling. I was like, I used to know Spanish, but just in case I need to check my accuracy. And I was like, after episode 1, I was like, I knew it. She's deaf. I knew it.
You did, girl.
You go,
Go, Glen Coco.
Coco.
Agnes ain't got anything on me.
Nope.
All right.
This next scene makes me cry. Anyways, go ahead, Ryan.
The mother and child lay asleep by the fire. Nicholas wakes up to see Death waiting for him with a torch of green flame. Death motions for him to kiss his mother before following her. Agatha wakes up the next morning, and Nicholas is a lifeless husk next to her. She cries out for more time with her child.
So heartbreaking.
I literally cried last night watching the scene.
Yeah.
And notice, he gives her 2 tiny kisses, and in my mind, that's one for him and one for Rio. And I like that's
And the way he didn't hesitate, he didn't think anything of it either. It's like he just knew who Rio was, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he didn't seem like wondering why he had to leave his mom. He didn't seem like he was that concerned,
Yeah.
There was just so much to unpack with that scene alone. It was, and you could tell that even like Death was sad, but the way that she stopped him, she was like, your mom first, say goodbye to her.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Do you think we'll ever see Lady Death again in the MCU, or do you think she's just going to be Agatha?
I feel like,
So,
yeah. I'm expecting her in Doomsday. I don't know. I just feel like Doomsday, it's a perfect place for her to be.
Okay.
So like I do my deep digging. I like to look around. I don't like to believe in rumors, so I always do like my credential checks and stuff like that. But it does sound like she should have a major role going forward because she is one of the physical embodiments of one of the entities, that exist in the MCU, and the other ones that we saw in Thor: God of Thunder, that was just, spiritual embodiment. We didn't see an actual physical form, of eternity. So there's death, and she was originally supposed to be Thanos' main reason why he wanted to wipe out half of life, but they decided to go with a different route for the MCU. So she's got much more that she could be played. They could still bring her in. Who knows if they're going to make her still be a lover of Deadpool or if she stays at being just in love with Agatha. But I think she's definitely got more chances of coming back, absolutely, in my personal opinion. But
You just made me think, yeah, Audrey Plaza and Ryan Reynolds would be, they could carry a whole movie, just the two of them. Like, that would be amazing.
oh my god, I would laugh my
Yeah.
ass off so much.
They work the comedy and the drama and all of the. I mean, they're a perfect amalgamation of all the emotion that you need for that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of sad we didn't get that origin storyline with them, but I'm happy with how Agatha went because, Deadpool, Thanos, and Lady Death's love triangle was just absolutely also one of my favorite comic love storylines as well, reading them, so.
Yeah.
So
and
just
I could see Aubrey Plaza playing that out because she was very, like, cold towards Thanos. Like, she's very calculating. She knows how to get a man to follow her. She knows how to make them
Yep.
jealous. I could see her playing that.
Well, Thanos is the reason why Deadpool is technically immortal in the first place in the comics anyways, because he didn't want her to be with Death, so that was his punishment back. Like, you can't have him because you don't want me type of deal,
What were you going to say, Rai?
Talk about the real diva.
There's like specific mentions that she'll return. There's nothing actually set in stone, but the reports specifically mention Avengers Doomsday, but more are leaning towards rumors that she could be the villain in the Midnight Suns project.
Ooh.
With Jen, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a reason why she lived.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was a retroactive fag check.
Ooh, girl, you got fag check.
Hey.
Hey!
Hey. All right. Agatha mourns her son over a makeshift grave as she once more sings the ballad. She takes a lock of his hair and hides it away in her locket. Just then, a witch hears her singing and asks if Agatha knows the way to the Witch's Road. Agatha agrees to show her the way to it. First step, gather a coven. A coven is slowly formed, and Agatha teases them with promise of the road. She chastises the witches for not being powerful enough to open the door to the road until they get mad and use their power upon her, letting her drain them. There's nobody to pet the goat now, though. We see this happen repeatedly.
No goat.
You get a booty hole mouth, and you get a booty hole mouth, and you get a booty hole mouth.
You all get a booty
Oh
hole
my
mouth.
god. You are what you eat.
So
Yummy.
Ryan said booty hole mouth to Scott Butler, who plays the doctor, and I feel like Scott Butler went out and bought pearls just so he
Clutch
could
the
clutch
pearls.
them.
Yeah.
He was like,
Like, what did you just say to me?
"What did you just say?"
Oh my god.
It happens.
All
right.
Well, what I liked one thing about this scene though, what I really liked is it really gives us like the real insight of how the Battle of the Witches Road really came to be. Starting from Nikki and then going to Agatha just centuries after, decades after decades, just bringing in different witches and killing them all. And of course, no one's warning these other witches because these covens are all dying. So it's all being announced that these covens are probably saying, hey, we're going to go walk the witch's road. They're not telling them that they're going with Agatha. They're just like, we found someone to show us the way, and then of course they don't come back and be like, oh, hey, we found it. So the rumor continues that, those that try to Witch's Road, it's, as Lilia said in episode 2, the road is a death swish,
Mhm.
And so that's why Agatha was always known as the only one to survive it. And seeing as she goes, from the 1800s, to the 1920s, to the 1960s, to the 1980s, and then the current day, it's like, I don't know, very bravo, well done. And ugh.
So, Ryan, do you have any questions you want to ask us about this scene?
Well, it's funny enough, Shawn, I don't actually have that written down in here, but I do. Let's start with that. All right, let's first start with that. What was everyone's favorite Agatha rendition through the decades?
Oh, definitely what was it, the first one that she did, the 1920s or whatever? It was a little part where she did the little
That's what I was gonna say.
ding, ding, ding with her little.
That was a move.
That's why I do it. I do it with her every time it happens. I always have to like sit up and go ding, 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 ding.
It's so perfect, and that's why it stands out to me. So I'm glad. Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yes, we see each other.
It's very Agnes. Yeah. Very
Yes.
Agnes. Yeah.
I loved her 80s like punk rock look. I'm all about 80s. I'm all about punk. I
Yes.
love it
She's
so
very Nancy
much.
from The Craft in that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Such a great look for her too. I love that.
Oh, Jolene.
I probably would like the. I think I liked the Agnes one as well, though. The like 50s, like total callback to her character from WandaVision, or I guess
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
her character from WandaVision was a callback to this, since this happened before
Sure.
WandaVision. Yeah.
There you go.
She's like, I lived this. I can do this super easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she chose her own looks, so I mean, why not?
Mhm.
But
Makes
you
sense.
guys, did you notice though that like each coven that she brought to have like was actually like a certain coven of all one type of witches? Like, because if you remember, like Jen is a potions witch and her power is pink. Like Lilia is a
Yep.
witch that like sees into the future or conceive. It has visions, and like that her powers were yellow. And God, why can't
It shows that they were. Alice was fire
Wu had
protection.
Wu had
The orange.
orange because she was a protection witch. So like all the first ones were like basically Lilia. They all had yellow. The second one was orange. They were all a protection. The third one was actually blue. So I don't know if that's like manipulation of realities,
The blue probably could have been.
because
It could have been but her coven was blue.
Mhm. That's true.
yeah.
Her mom's
And
coven.
we never actually got to see what Sean's favorite color or what Sean's 80s was. So I'm guessing that was maybe pink, which was like maybe potions or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or
Interesting.
green, because
Pink.
we have never
I
seen
can see
green
that.
for a green witch, though. Yeah. We've never seen Rio use the power.
It really shows that Jen and Lily are the ones that paid attention the most to the ballad then, because they were the ones who suggested like, "Where's our green witch? We can't do the ballad without one."
Yeah. Very
I
true.
could see that. Alice probably wanted nothing to do with it after what happened to her mom. She probably didn't want to listen to it ever again.
Mhm.
And those two are very well
Yeah.
established, very well studied. It makes sense.
Hmm.
Which scene are we on?
All right, we return to the scene where Agatha chants with her latest coven. Her intention was to make everyone mad and make them use their powers on her. She's as surprised as everyone else present that the chant actually worked. Teen runs downstairs and urges them all into the road.
Yeah. This was a little bit different than the first time we saw it. I noticed like parts were cut. And
Yep.
you can see she like the realization on her face. I'm like, oh, it's fun.
She also breaks the fourth
She
wall
does. Just like Wanda in
multiple times.
yeah. So
Well, and so this is what makes me think is like, so because it actually did form, and we know who created, we know how, what happened with the road, how it came to be, but then it makes you wonder, since, Sharon, Mrs. Hart, wasn't a green witch, do we, who? Mrs. Sharon Davis. Sharon Davis. But it makes me think that was Billy the Green Witch of the Coven? is he a green witch? Because he is also blue. His powers are blue too. When so
Yeah.
He could have been the Black Heart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's true.
And
That's an
it
interesting
goes
theory.
and we go to show why she didn't want him to know it was him, because her intention was to kill them and she didn't want to kill him. So it's all these things.
and she was protecting him because she didn't want him to know that it was a scam.
Yep.
Okay. So return to the present. Billy is shocked as he comes to the conclusion that he conjured the witch's road. Oh my god. Agatha's spirit. Woo! And then Agatha's spirit poops up and says, "Bo, bo."
Whoa. I'm a ghost.
Yeah. She died and now she's a ghost. She makes sure to point out she did not sacrifice herself for him. God, no. It just appears that way. Billy asks her if he made the road. Agatha admits the road was a con, but he made it real. It suddenly dawns on Billy that he is responsible for each of the coven's deaths. Agatha comforts him that the witches made their own choices and he's not completely responsible. She tells him, "You also saved a life, mathematically, because I was going to kill them all anyway, so, yeah, you actually did a good thing."
Mm-hmm.
There's a happy note.
You did one good thing. Don't give yourself too much credit.
So, since we were referencing this real quick, Aiden Zane, who did the whole "Boo, I'm a ghost" on RuPaul's Drag Race, I saw her. I saw her perform live once in Long Beach, and she did 2 songs, and I was like, "You weren't great on the show, but I am now freaking in love with you." She did Marilyn Manson, but she also did a song by Black Audio, which is the lead singer from AFI's like electro side project, one of my favorite bands of all time. And I was like, the fact you're doing this song right now, you can have all my money. Like, I don't care. And I was like, the rest of the crowd wasn't that into it, but I was living my best life.
I love that.
I love that.
That's awesome. Very cool. When you're like, I saw her in person. She's like known as a bedroom queen. I was like, Shawn, you were in her bedroom?
I was, yeah.
Not surprising.
You little whore. No.
One thing to mention about this scene, though, to wind back just a little bit, remember a few episodes ago at the end when, Agatha confronted him right before we find out that he was Billy, when he was, he said he would never, is this what it means to be a witch, take another person's life, this and that, blah, blah, blah. No, I will never be like that. And that's when she also all of a sudden changed her entire mood. And she was like, "Are you sure?" And that was her, because that was like actually hint number 2. The first hint was when she was hovering over them at the beginning of episode 4 and she was studying, Mrs. Hart, and she is like, I didn't think you had it in ya. And that was her referencing that he killed her. And that was her saying, wow, you really are more powerful and actually more of a witch than I thought. So it was that one, and then referencing the "Are you sure?" moment, and it just confirms that, I just thought that was really cool. The way they circle back to all the moments, little isms that she gives, and then they're just revealing it all. This scene just gave so much of it away, and I really loved how they just tied that all together.
Amazing.
Yeah, this is crazy. I think after like going through the whole show now, like going back to when we asked what's the best MCU show, I think I would switch my answer from WandaVision to Agatha. It's just so well written.
I love WandaVision, but this one is so well done. I can't get over it. I have watched it so many times.
I feel like this one has a lot more like hidden connections. WandaVision is more straightforward, and it's more going through the emotions. But here, there's a puzzle, which is really kind of fun to like put together.
Well, and honestly, if I remember correctly, I do think that originally WandaVision was actually supposed to be slated for 10 episodes or whatever, but they ended up getting cut down to 9. So I heard that the finale episode kind of got rushed. If I might be wrong, but that's what I remember reading, I thought. So I think that's why with Agatha Long, they kind of already knew that they were going to have a 9-episode moment, so they kind of had a better idea of how to really finish the story and pull everything together. Whereas WandaVision, because there were a lot of complaints with that finale, like there were still a lot of unanswered questions, to be honest, unless you watched a little bit of Multiverse of Madness, but when they wrote that story, they didn't even watch WandaVision, so nothing really got answered until Agatha All Along.
True. That's interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it did feel like I remember people were like, "Oh, we just devolved into an action episode for this last one with not a whole lot of story." So that would make sense.
Yeah, they were filming.
They just threw a lot of random scenes in there, which were good, but like just so much random scenes happening, and they weren't in the best sequence, in my opinion. I think that's why the finale kind of just lacked just a little
Yeah, that
bit,
makes
and they
sense.
kind of rushed the ending of the Prism. Personally,
Hmm.
And they were filming Multiverse while WandaVision was airing, so that they didn't really, they couldn't have had a chance
Yep.
to do it.
no, the writer didn't. The writer said they didn't even want to watch
Yeah.
WandaVision. Like they had no interest in doing so. So that's why they wrote their own version of what happened to Wanda. So that's why I like how Agatha All Along also took her story from Multiverse of Madness, and that's when she was like, "Is Wanda really dead?" And she goes, "Yes, no, maybe." Because it's like we don't know if she really is dead, and I like how they're giving us that interpretation through this story here.
There's an interesting tidbit about that because Jack Schaffer was instructed by Marvel that they could only refer to Wanda as gone, not dead, just gone. So they want to leave that open ended.
I like how they did that because even in the first episode, she's like, "That witch is gone." I don't know if she said that witch is dead. Maybe Rio did. I don't know, but I think she just said the witch is gone. I'll have to go back and watch again, but I think she said that witch is gone.
Yeah.
Part of me wonders because what they did with Elizabeth Olsen, with killing her and us not knowing, and kind of with Natalie Portman like going to Valhalla. Because in the comics, like that does happen, but I wonder if because the actors aren't on contract anymore, they're kind of like, this could either be your end, or if you want to come back, we have an open door to bring you back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see it.
Hmm.
Well, for the longest time,
I mean, they've opened up their contracts back when they did the multiverse with Spider-Man, so anything's really possible with any past actors. They could bring Kristen Dunst back as Mary Jane for all we know, and she'd rock at it personally.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Hopefully she's not as whiny as she was in the second one. She was whiny, girl.
Girl, don't get me started. Do not get me started, okay? My God, I wanted to smack her. I was like, "Where's Gwen?"
Right. I remember a scene where she's like, "You're not going to show up to my theater performance." And then he shows up. She's like, "How dare you actually show up?" I was like, "Girl, what do you want from him at this point?"
Right.
Couldn't even make up her mind. Meanwhile, he's got some girl across the hallway making him cookies and milk every goddamn day.
Right.
I liked her.
And she wasn't even bad looking, and she spoke a second language, and she had her daddy owned the rent. Could have saved him so much money. He chose the wrong girl, okay? Girl, get the one that takes care of you.
I like that you're a practical queen. Get it?
Yep.
She had her upside down kiss. Mary Jane got what she got, okay? Move on.
Right.
Go get him, Tiger. Ugh.
What's up, Ryan? You want to say something?
No, it's okay. I forgot. I think it was like before Spider-Man. So yeah.
I went on a little rant. I'm sorry.
We just went straight down a highway and took like 7 turns. It's all right. It's all right. It happens.
Where am I?
I know exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Oops.
When do we get to New Salem, Colorado?
Yeah.
All right, scene 12. Get it, girl.
All right. Jen crawls out of the ground that she was buried under right at the Westview sign. She flies off triumphant. Back in Billy's room, Agatha admits that she was actually going to kill them all day dot. And
Day dot.
Yeah. Dot.
Dot. Not period. Dot.
Dot means at the beginning. It is a word that is basically used in the British language, or in the British dialect a lot. for those of you that don't know, because my ass had to Google it. Because I was like,
Jack.
I was gonna say this is the one.
I was about to be like, history lesson.
yeah, it's going right up there with Diaz. She encourages Billy to get used to the feeling of killing. He vows to never get used to it. This episode is brought to you by the word dot.
And if you call me Dottie, I'll have to hurt you.
Yeah. You're welcome, Ryan, for opening you up and just shoving all these new words into you.
Usually not that willing, but
What a good boy.
Maybe next time I'll shove some other things. All right, scene 13. Billy drives to Agatha's house. He goes into her basement to study the doors to the Witch's Road. Ghost Agatha is already there, sprawled out on the washer and dryer. I just love her. As Billy looks around, she asks Billy to return something he took from her. He ignores her as he makes a circle of salts around the doors. What a clever little white witch. He sets out candles and mentally lights them. He summons his book to him and pulls Agatha's brooch out of his pocket. What are pronouns? What are pronouns? The thing she was looking for. He starts to recite a spell. Agatha realizes this may be about her. He tells her that he is banishing her. Time to go wherever death will take her. They start to argue over this plan. Agatha starts to shimmer. The spell is working. Not that kind of a shimmer, Kevin. That's charm.
Okay. You know exactly what I was going
Billy. I know.
I did the whole.
Billy asks why she won't just die. She grabs at the brooch and it falls from Billy's hand. She admits she can't face Nicholas. Right?
Sad!
so sad.
So, do you think she's feeling most of her guilt over the fact that she didn't feed that one night to keep him alive?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think there's multiple things. I definitely sat last night really trying to figure it out because in episode 5, it was Lilia who mentioned, ghosts are tied to this plane based on because of their emotions, or their emotions tied into this plane because they have unfinished business. And so that's telling me, what is Agatha's unfinished business? Because she did say that she can't face him, but that can't be her unfinished business. There's got to be some other reason why she's able to stay as a ghost.
Yeah.
And so is it because she's supposed to be with Billy and guide him, or is there something else that she's supposed to do?
And I feel like, too, there might be, because, Nikki didn't want to do the killing, she might be embarrassed. Because Nikki's just like this good kid, and even though he was kind of doing what his mom wanted, he felt maybe guilt about it, and so she doesn't want to be judged by him in a way, I guess. But then again, there's the part where she says that Billy reminds her of Nikki, and I think that's because they both give her the benefit of the doubt even when she feels she may not deserve it. And that's a really powerful thing and a really nice thing. So I don't know.
It's very pretty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I will say to that though, I think more so when it comes to the killing, I don't know if it's because him being upset that she was killing in the first place, or maybe it's because she continued to kill after he was gone.
That's true.
And she continued to take more witches because, like I said earlier in the earlier tonight, we don't know for sure if she was killing witch covens after she killed her own coven, because we know that she spared the rest of the children, the Salem Seven, but we don't know what happened between then and when she gave birth to Nikki. And then we know, of course, after Nikki's death and her luring the witches, she got the Darkhold, before, the Doctor Strange movie happened and yada yada. So I'm wondering if it's more so because she continued to kill all the witches despite Nikki already being gone. And so now it wasn't for Nikki, or maybe it was because she was trying to kill all these witches, hoping that the more power she got, she'd be able to bring him back. That's how I kind of took it, though.
That's true. And the more she holds this thought that she failed him in her head over, sometimes we do this in just regular life. We hold a thought and it keeps on getting worse the more we think about it.
Sure.
she's had this for hundreds of years. So I wonder if it's just one of those things that's like snowballing and snowballing, and she's just making a
Yup.
huge thing out of it.
But I do love when she mentions that, when she's like, I can't face him, and yells that. It's just like the movie Ghost, because emotional honesty is the key to being able to interact with the physical world in that movie. I'm like, oh, she said it, and then she can pick up the brooch. I'm like, oh,
True.
Ghost reference.
I can see that too. Yeah. Okay. All right.
So next we're gonna see her like helping him make pottery.
Stop. No.
Draw that picture, Shawn. Draw that picture.
I do not need to see that. Okay, maybe a little bit. I'm kind of curious now.
I'll get started on it today.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Please have them making another crown, actually, like another Billy crown, actually. And,
Yeah.
Okay.
as pottery, yes.
I love it.
They're building Tommy.
Oh, that's a good one. Yes, Tommy, you win.
Oh man.
But you gotta put them in their hospital gowns from when they were originally trying to find him though, while they're doing pottery. It's more intimate that way.
Okay, now there's a lot of pressure. I don't want to do it anymore.
Did you guys also see the behind the scenes of what she looked like when she wasn't before they put the filter on her as a ghost?
I don't know.
Like she was like they put her in I can't remember her hair was it was either like very platinum blonde. I think the hair was very platinum blonde, but then the actual outfit itself was like sheer, almost iridescent pinkish or purplish. And so that was the way they were able to get with the correct filter and lighting to make her look so see-through and everything. But it definitely wasn't white hair like an actual ghost. She had more like platinum blonde. But oh my god, she looked absolutely stunning. It was such a beautiful, beautiful dress they put her in.
Yeah.
I just remember thinking her face as a ghost looked very weird. It was very like washed out in a way, but I didn't feel it as much on my second watch through. It looked a little more normal.
She's a ghost. She's white.
You
Well, I
can't
gotta
just
be
call
white.
people white.
I also feel like when she was in ghost form, she was almost aged more though. Like you saw like more like eye wrinkles and like age wrinkles or face wrinkles and stuff like that when she was in ghost form. So that was kind of cool.
She did almost look like a different person, and it's not until you like saw her acting where you're like, oh yeah, that's her. It's very fascinating.
I can kind of see that, yeah, because she was more her age, and witches don't necessarily age the same as, mortal people do. So maybe even at a 325, 350 years old, that's just what a witch looks like, but not as old as Lilia.
I kind of took it as like
sorry, Pat.
a nod. Like this is more how she becomes who she is in the comics, like an old crone.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of like that.
And this episode kind of goes through her stages, Maiden, Mother, Crone. I like that.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Damn it! I lost it again. Fuck. I'm gonna go get a coffee.
Sorry.
We're back in New Salem, Colorado.
But if you guys notice, even though she did have wrinkles on her eyes and face like this, what did she not have?
What?
Booty hole mouth.
I was waiting on bated breath to see what you're gonna say. And you wasted my time.
All I just needed was a refreshment, and it came back to me.
Okay. So I noticed something in Billy's room, and it makes the show very unbelievable for me after everything that we've seen. He has a poster of Poltergeist 2. Nobody liked Poltergeist 2. It was the worst Poltergeist. I do not believe he would have this poster.
No. He is an ironic teen, though. The reason that he had it up there was because it was so bad. That's like exactly why someone had the Halloween 3 up in their bedroom somewhere, the poster for that, because no one liked that. It didn't even have Michael Myers in it. It was horrible. That shouldn't even have been named that. But that's exactly why
you and your facts.
Yeah.
He should have
It's
had
just like people saying Scream 3 was the best. I don't believe it.
Oh, get off the podcast.
I fucking love
We love
Scream 3
here.
I didn't say it was bad, but it's definitely not the best by far. Not even in the top 3.
It is the campiest, funniest of the Screams. It brings me so much joy.
Parker Posey.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Parker Posey, the bangs, it's all gold.
Gail, no!
Yeah.
You know what? Alan said he wants to watch Scream 3 again. We're gonna watch that tonight. It's happening. He
Good.
doesn't know it yet.
Oh my god.
You're obsessed with her, and you're obsessed with her daughter. Oh, so much love.
All right, scene 14. Let's close this bitch out.
Agatha goes to her fallen brooch, as they say in Canada, brooch, and picks it up, returning it to her neck. Suddenly, it becomes a part of her ghostly figure.
Mm-hmm.
Billy tells her Nicholas will probably forgive her for what she did. Billy's goodness reminds her of her son. Billy and Agatha play with the idea of forming a new coven, witch and spirit guide. You know, we'd make a good team, you and me. Billy uses his magic. The doors to the road slowly fade, leaving behind a memorial with Sharon, Alice, and Lilia's names on it. Another door opens in the basement, and the two walk upstairs to the outside to go find Tommy.
Aw, and this leads right into our third part, which will be Vision Quest, which we'll be covering later this year. We'll be all caught up.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for it to come.
And
Okay, I wasn't a part of that episode, but can I say something for a few episodes back? I hate how they teased us with Eddie, making us think that that's going to be Teddy, when we know, in fact, it's not Teddy, that's Eddie without the T, and yet you think he's going to all of a sudden now want to fall in love with someone who has the same goddamn name as his ex-boyfriend? Are you kidding me? What was that? You could have given him any other name, but you named him Eddie! What? I legit got excited when I first watched. I was like, "Oh my god, it's Hopi!" No, it's not. Ugh. Anyways, okay, I'm done. I had to get that out.
Fantastic, thank you.
oh, we didn't even notice that. Was he in it? No.
I was so mad when they're like, they called him Eddie. I'm like, no.
Like, what you doing,
I
man?
was very
What you
upset,
talking about?
and I held on to the belief that maybe they would make him still being Hulkling, and then I saw that like they told Jack Schaefer like, no, you can't use Hulkling, so then they made his name Eddie, but I'm like, but you made him look just like Teddy, like it's so weird.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Although I wonder if they'll make him Brie Larson's kid, because technically Captain Marvel was his father in the comics. So I wonder if they'll make
Ooh. Then we go back into our doomsday
his
theory with
mother.
the children. Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. I like that.
Yeah.
When she was controlled by the Kree, she was actually pregnant for a little
See?
bit. That could actually be
Yeah.
believable.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if like she was pregnant and then like they kept him and incubated him and shit like that? I don't know. They have so many things that they could do with this. There's so many things, but that was not Teddy.
Right.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay. All right.
Good.
Well, while Aurora Veil calms down a little bit here, we are going to go ahead and take a break with some brews and books, and then we'll talk about how we like this episode and rate it. Witch's Brew on Amazon. So on today's Witch's Brew, I want to talk about ghosts, and this took me down a fun little path. I actually didn't know a lot about the origins of ghosts. So we started hearing about ghosts all the way back in the Mesopotamia times, 2000 BCE. So they believed they were literal spirits of the dead who returned if they weren't buried properly. So they're actually like doctors to make sure they were buried correctly. So at this point, too, they believed in the Ka and the Ba. So the Ka is the vital essence, and the Ba is your personality. So they believed it was the Ba that would come back to, like, haunt you and, like, pick on you. So then fast forward a little bit to Athens, Greece in 50 CE. This is the first time we get an actual like haunting. People in Athens said there was a ghost in chains that was like bugging people and being a little bitch to them. So that was the first like recorded haunting all the way back in Athens. And then in the Middle Ages, we get the purgatory and the politics. And this is where Christians came in and made the rule in the 12th century that they are actually spirits at unrest for not finishing something in their life. So that's kind of where that myth came from. And then the Victorian era, the 19th century, this is when people went apeshit over ghosts. Like everybody started talking about ghosts, trying to communicate with them. It became a whole craze. This is when a lot of seances and mediumship kind of started, which goes into our Ouija board episode we did. And then this is when a lot of authors like Charles Dickens and Henry James start using ghosts as like a metaphor for something that wasn't, or some sort of psychological thing. Like the ghosts are picking on you because you're a horrible person. So you have to face yourself. This is actually too when a lot of people started faking ghost photos. So they would do like a double, what's it called? Double exposure. So they'd put like a loved one into just a random picture, be like, look, it's a ghost. It's a ghost of your father. But it was just double exposures. And then, of course, we're in this modern era of ghosts that just started in like the 70s and 80s, where much like with Ouija boards and other magical things, ghosts are really like demonized as like we start talking about like the Exorcist movie and Poltergeist and ghosts are evil and they want to kill you and they want to like be bad. And then in the 21st century, we get more into like the digital era of ghosts where we're using more EMF detectors. We're using actual like scientific stuff to try to prove the existence of ghosts. But also people are starting to call the phrase the digital ghost. So if somebody passes away, they leave behind their Instagram, they leave behind their Facebook, which is like a blueprint of their life. So this is their digital ghost that they left behind. So there you go. The more you know.
Do 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 do
Do do do.
All right, Ryan.
Reading Rainbow.
Yeah, Reading Rainbow.
Take a look. It's in a book.
The Barbarian
Ryan,
directed
take
episodes
us
of
through
Charmed.
Yep. Take us through some solving for comics. What are we talking today?
All right. On this week's Solving for Comics, guys, this is the first week ever that we're going to do 2 comics in 1 week.
Yes.
Can we do it? One solving
You get a
for
double
X, 2
serenade,
comics?
Aurora.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so we're going to first talk about X-Men 25. Writer Jed MacKay and penciler Tony Daniel. I love it. Last week we spoke about Cyclops #1, and the guys were, and I myself, I have to say as well, we're a little perplexed because we're like, is this the Cyclops from the future? Is this the Cyclops from now? Like, what's going on? Well, in this week's episode, or in this week's issue, the first page, literally, it's like, well, guys, sorry, I haven't been acting like myself for a little bit. I'm actually back to normal. Don't worry, we're good. So in this issue, they are notified that the Fenris twins are actually getting together, a bunch of Nazi people, not only just mutants, but mutants and humans working together just because, they hate people. In this issue, the X-Men all travel out there together. They end up actually defeating them. But then out of nowhere, the One actually come in and started trying to take it, like, being like, hey, we actually worked with the X-Men to defeat these guys. We should get all the credit. We're going to be working with the X-Men moving forward. We're all good. It's also with this guy named Crimson Commando. I didn't really know a lot about him. He's actually from like way back in the day, but his mutant powers are kind of lame. He's basically like, he has the like fit peak of human like strength, and he doesn't age as quickly as we do. So it's kind of like a lame version of Captain America, maybe. But so him and Cyclops are having.
And he's not wearing
It was cute.
Yeah,
I know,
and
Commando.
yeah, exactly.
Why are you
And
red down
Cyclops is
there?
like, you know what? I can't do that. Or I'm not dealing with you right now. You can say whatever you want. I've got bigger issues to fry, like Doug Ramsey. After that, we actually got a little mini issue with the art is actually really cool. I thought it was really perfect for this issue. In this issue, we have Jen Starkey and Beast kind of talking about being like, I think I know who actually the other person is for 3K. He actually starts talking to the person because they contacted him being like, would you join us? 3K is finally contacts him because he's like, I know who you are. You are Dr. McCoy. You're the other Dr. McCoy from Krakoa. And that is confirmation because he also says that he actually prefers to be called Chairman, not Dr. McCoy anymore. And that's the end of X-Men 26 or 25. What do you guys think of it?
I'm going to apologize to Mr. McKay in advance, but your X-Men is so boring to me. I've been so bored with his X-Men stories. Like, I feel like he's missing out on the relationships and the kind of jokey atmosphere of the characters. Like Psylocke and Magic were just kind of like background ballers, like brawlers. We don't get any like story or personality from them. And like, I'm sorry, bringing in the Captain Commando Kangaroo, whatever, from like the 90s, I'm kind of like, who cares? Like, give me a good story, not like a pop up. I don't know. The Beast part was the only interesting thing to me about this issue.
I have to kind of agree with you, but I like think of what you just said though. You know, like Magic and Psylocke were kind of throwaway characters in this issue. What do Magic and Psylocke have? They have their own comics right now, though, too, with their own stories going on. So I think that maybe he was told to kind of lay off storylines with them, focus more on Cyclops, because, you know, he doesn't have his own issue or own comic or anything. But I think that's kind of like where it's going. And I also believe that the team is going to be changing a little bit throughout the next few issues. I think that we're going to get a newer X-Men team moving forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are your
All
thoughts,
right.
Kevin?
I like the artwork a lot. I think it's really pretty, and I like Cyclops' costume. It's cool to see Temper because I don't think I've ever read a comic with Temper in it, so I liked that.
Okay. She's fine.
But yeah,
She is cool.
But I don't know.
She's got a sad backstory.
I think I'm just excited to read comics because I don't get to do it as often anymore. So like, I'm like, ooh, a comic book that I can read. Yay!
Awesome.
So, Aurora, based on what you just heard, would you read this comic?
No. I'd probably end up reading the synopsis on Wikipedia or something. Does not sound like it's really enjoyable. So, I mean, maybe the pictures are great, but sounds like not really. So I'm okay.
Just flip through the
Also,
art at your comic book store.
Yeah. Also, there are so many cool like mutant baddies and all this stuff. Like, why are the Fenris twins being used constantly so much nowadays? Like, that's like if they show up in the MCU, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
That's why they're doing it.
I know.
All right, well, let's move to our next solving for comics.
All right, so next issue, you guys, we're going to talk about Uncanny X-Men 24. In this, the writer is Gail Simone, and the artist is David Marquez. In this first part of it, we're back to the the Rawhide Kid comic, where the Outlanders are actually put into it. They end up having to use their powers and kill one of the bad guys that have. Oh my gosh, I forgot her name. The daughter of the St. James or I believe that they're staying at, or something like, or the daughter of her. She grows up to be Dome in the future. That's all I know. According to the future comics we read. So they start using their powers to free her, and then they have to use them to start battling the undead that are after them. Let's go back out to what's happening in the woods in front of New Haven. So we're back to the X-Men, which were Jubilee, Rogue, Gambit, Nightcrawler, and Wolverine. Shawn was absolutely right in the last time we were speaking about this, because it is Morbius, the vampire. Also, it's Werewolf by Night, Frankenstein the monster, Elsa Bloodstone, the Living Mummy, and Mamphibian. Also, if you guys notice, whenever we see these characters, all of their eyes are white throughout this entire comic, so I don't believe that they're in the right mind and someone is possessing them. So they find out that they actually have to fight them because, let's be honest, what I just said, they're possessed. Right before they actually start to fight each other because they're in possession of Jubilee right now, Elsa Bloodstone asks for their mistress to transport them somewhere. They all get transported to Sweet Water Park in New Orleans, which is basically an abandoned water park that never was refurbished after Hurricane Katrina. And there, Wolverine fights the werewolf by night, where he's bitten. Nightcrawler fights the Frankenstein. Yeah, and then we kind of get a glimpse of who the mistress is. You guys, honestly, I think this is so fitting. I don't know if I'm wrong. I don't know if I'm right. But I feel like this mistress, by the way that she looks, it's a woman of black hair. It looks like she kind of does magic. And she's wearing purple all over. Black hair with little white streaks in it. I mean, is this Agatha on our final episode of Agatha? I don't know. That's kind of what I'm hoping. And also, what is their like little monster gang missing? A witch. So this could be the other thing. She's also with a little puppy called Salem that's like a giant dire wolf. During the fight in the water park, we actually realized that Rogue is fighting Elsa Bloodstone, and Elsa Bloodstone tells him that, you left all these little kids at the house all alone, and we have someone going there. We see that the mistress, this lady in purple, is out in front with this giant dire wolf, and the sentinel dog starts to go after it, and that's kind of where we end. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. The very ending was we find out that when Werewolf by Night was fighting Wolverine, he was infected, and now he is basically a werewolf Wolverine that has to fight Rogue. So that should be fun for the next issue.
Woohoo!
What did you guys think?
Gail, I love you
It's
so
super
much,
cool.
Gail Simone. You're amazing. Bow down to Gail Simone. Like, how did she, like, this again, I said it last week, this is Chris Claremont writing. This is amazing. The fact that we, like, add weight and, like, substance to, Jubilee used to be a vampire, something we all hated, and turning it into, like, a story arc with her fighting Morbius and her, like, admitting that she misses it but doesn't, like, this is my X-Men. This is what I want. Like, we're paying homage to the history of our characters while getting new stories. Like, seeing Elsa Bloodstone and Werewolf by Night and these other characters. We get to guess on who the lady is. Like, this is amazing to me. I love it.
Who do you think the lady
It's
is?
just-
I didn't really think too much about it. I thought she was going to be a new character because she did make, like, Sarah and some of the other new characters, but you saying it's Agatha makes a lot of sense. I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah. I think it's a super cool comic. Like, it's super fun along the way. Really cool story. And that lady, I don't know why, I got Vampire Paige vibes. I'm like, ooh, girl. So that made me really happy. This is such a fun story.
Yeah. How about this one, Aurora? Would you read it?
Maybe. I'd give it a chance. Maybe to see how the first, book goes. If I get caught on, I'd continue. Doesn't sound awful like the last one.
I bowed down to Gail, and you're still, like, on the fence? I gave my soul to her.
Honey, you give your soul to anybody if it got you wet.
That's true.
Oh.
She knows me well.
Put that on a bumper.
Right. I'll make a t-shirt. All right. Let's go ahead and get to the last part of our show. So we'll start with Aurora. Go ahead and give us why do you like this episode and rate it for us. Is it hot like Sunspot, warm like Zorn, kind of hot and cold like Temper, cold as Namor, or freezing like Iceman?
I'm going to give it a warm like Zorn.
Okay.
I really enjoyed this episode. However, I did go back and forth about this, talking with my partner as well. And I just personally think this should have been the second to last episode. I think what we could have done with the second last episode, it could have been going from the end of the last trial up to, the end of when, when she tries to go through the basement to get outside, I think that could have then been immediately the next episode. At the beginning of the last episode, which we get to see the flashback, and then the final episode could have been the beginning when she comes running out, instead of making us have to wait a whole episode to find out that she was a ghost.
Yep.
I just think the way that it was written, very well done. I just think episode 8 was just written much better as being a better finale, instead of episode 9 just kind of being more of a tie everything in and being more of a flashback episode that should have been the second to last, in my personal opinion. So I give it a warm like Zorn.
Okay. Kevin, do you want to go next?
Sure, I can totally see where you're coming from there. That makes sense. Like if they kind of merge different parts of the episodes to make it more, I don't know, make more sense.
Cohesive.
But cohesive. Thank
Yeah.
you. That's the word I was looking for. But I do like this episode a lot. I think I'm gonna do the Ryan thing and the same the WandaVision thing and just make it hot like Sunspot all the way through, just because I like the series so much. There's still so much going on. It's nice to see the history. It's still kind of fun to poke at things. Yeah. So I just give it that because it makes, I don't know. It feels like I can't backtrack now.
Okay. Fair. Ryan, how about you?
Hot like Sunspot. Aurora, I understand exactly what you're saying, because when I first watched it, I kind of felt like that as well. Like, I felt like this was misplaced episode, but rewatching and everything, I understand exactly why they placed it this way. This is supposed to give you more of the gag factor. This is supposed to like literally like holding a, when you literally thought that there was nothing else for us to find out, that there was one more factor that needed to be known. And then it was kind of beautiful how it was basically just Agatha and a Nicholas episode. Then basically, even when it was in the beginning, or it was in the present time, 2006, that it was still focused a lot on Nicholas. So I'm gonna give Hot like Sunspot, but I do understand with what you were saying though at first, and hopefully in the future you'll understand why it's Hot like Sunspot and not like Zorn.
Bringing it to its roots. I get that.
Yeah. So 3 against 1. I said Alex Sunspot.
I'll rate the series hot like Sunspot, but I'm still gonna stand by what I said. Episode 8 and 9 should have been swapped, and scenes should have been replaced to make it more cohesive, like you said. So I'm gonna stick to what I said, but I think y'all are great, still making it hot like Sunspot, because I do think the whole series overall gets that same rating. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What I really liked about it, and I'll just make this my X factor too, is the fact that we've watched, 8 episodes of Agatha kind of us questioning, is she good or is she bad? Why do people think she killed her son? Like, all these questions it laid the foundation of, and then we get this 9th episode that, boom, we see her, she's not a hero, but she's not a villain. She did do everything out of a very caring place and trying to protect, her son, Nicholas, but like you said earlier, she did continue killing just because she wanted the power. So I feel like this gives us a very like middle ground Agatha, which she is in the comics, and we kind of love and hate her because she is a villain, but she is also a hero, and Billy brought that hero out of her and like redeemed her.
I agree. I think it's intriguing too, because she mentioned in episode 3, she was like, I have always hated you, but I left you alone because of what you were doing, not this kale care crap, the real stuff. And like that shows that as much as she really did not like Jen, she wanted nothing to do with her. She left her alone because she was helping other ladies give birth. She had this soft spot for women who were able to have children. And so, I think that's why she had a soft spot for Billy and Tommy as well in WandaVision. The way she was babysitting them, and she wasn't really harming them like she could have been when she had them originally on the leashes too. So it shows you that she's not all bad, but she's definitely not good.
Yeah. And I think that's a good foundation for what they can do with a lot of their characters, because a lot of Marvel characters do have that kind of gray zone. We don't always need to see like a Captain America. We can see a Rogue who starts off bad and who does a questionable thing and has to atone for it. We'll be okay with that, Marvel.
Do you know what she is? She's basically Marvel's Harley Quinn. or Catwoman. You know what I mean? Like
Wait, I could see that. Yeah,
she does a lot of bad things, but in the end, it's kind of always good. Or
she's
sometimes
redeemable.
it's bad. You know, just like Harley and Catwoman. So yeah.
Yep.
Don't get me started on Harley Quinn now. That's a whole other story. I just got done binging all 5 seasons as well. I could go into that too.
Oh no.
Great show. Harley, I love that show.
hmm Does anybody else have an X Factor they'd like to share?
I'm just gonna say this. It's a minor thing, but I really enjoyed it. When he kind of put Lilia and Alice and Miss Sharon's name on the Witch's Road like door. I thought that was a really nice memorial and a way to honor them. That was really cool.
That's actually happening behind me right now.
Oh my
Nice. You
I
magic
love it.
gosh.
Also, do you guys? I just to bring this up, it's kind of bugged me too. Like, how come the door was available from that side, but when Agatha went to go and try and like in the second episode when they ran down the stairs and the door closed and there was just ground above them? Like, shouldn't it just have been ground and not the doors?
No, because the doors were still there for all we know. It just sealed up. It was sealed off from the Salem Seven, so they couldn't get in through that way. So who knows how else? For all we know, we don't know how else they personally got in. But perhaps that's just how, there was no way going back out that way. You know what I mean? Like it's like when you play a video game when you go through one way and then the door just vanishes behind you. I
But the
think it's
Yeah.
something
Salem
very similar
Seven
to that.
got
It's
through
like
the.
once you've entered, you can't leave.
But the Salem Seven got the only way the Salem Seven got through was because of Rio. The Rio
They got
left.
through because of Rio. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So because of Rio leaving the door open, they didn't close it. That's how they got in. So, but I believe that they could have probably Billy and Agatha probably could have gone through that door again if they wanted to, or maybe it was the only open road left. But yeah, him sailing it's a good question though. It makes you think.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. Well, this week, I thought this question was interesting. Which phase do you think you would be happiest in? Your maiden, your mother, or your crone?
Mm.
Ooh, what a question.
I know. I
I
actually,
think Crone. I feel like Crone would probably be the happiest, maybe. Because like
that's kind of
you're
my
near like the
thinking.
final stage and like you've got to be the maiden. I feel like I'm currently in my mother stage. Like I was the maiden, I was the, up and coming witch, up and coming queen. I've been in this for almost 9 years now. I have my own drag child, so I'm kind of the mother now currently. And so maybe 10 years from now I'll be the crone and I'll be, you know, aged and more wise and all that. So I don't know, I feel like being a crone would be the most happiest. I think maybe that's gonna be Agatha's route now too, now that she's a ghost, that she'll be more happier as a crone.
Yeah, I said crone too because you kind of get to like sit back and whatever you've already done is done. Now you just kind of like play out the rest, you know? Like you can't really change it
Mhm.
as much anymore.
You're not as anxious about dealing with what could be or what's about to happen. You're kind of just like, all right, let's do this again,
Yep,
I guess. Let's
this
go.
is where we are.
I also don't think that Agatha has transitioned fully from mother to crone yet. I think that she still has a lot of mother in her, especially with what she's doing with Billy and Tommy right
For sure.
now.
Okay.
So I
She's
think
not
that
fully
Okay,
unlocked
okay.
yet. Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's almost there. She's almost there, but she's got a little more work
Definitely
to do, I
closer.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say mother for myself. I think I think that I really enjoy taking care of people and stuff like that and watching them grow and do well. So I'll say mother for me. I am
Okay.
mother.
I am mother. Call me mother.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I don't know what to choose. Because I feel like there's benefits in all of them. Uh,
hmm
see, when I think of the crone, I think of Lilia because when she feels like your life isn't over, you still have so much you can give, but less concerned with all of the superficial things. Like you've learned how to deal with your emotions, and you can process them, and you can teach others how to like better deal with them. And I think that's a really powerful thing. So you kind of have part of the mother quality in there, just a more refined, a more sophisticated kind of way. So I guess the Crone is kind of in there.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay,
We'll see. We'll see what our sexy X's say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can be like,
All
no.
right. No.
In 3
I want to
weeks.
have a lot of sex. I'm the maiden. No.
Yeah. I know. That's what I was going for initially. But I'm like, I'm going to expand my horizons.
Yeah, we heard about how you can expand. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, last thing here, we'll
Yes,
do our
Veil.
Danger Room Divas.
Come on, Gambit, can't you make this program a little tougher?
Oh, it's no game club. It's the danger room. It's where we train.
Danger Room Divas!
Simulation complete.
So last week we asked
Booty hole mouth.
who would win at Mortal Kombat, Forge or Nancy Downs, and at 57%, so just barely, Forge won. Another point towards the Solving Boys.
All right.
all right.
What does that leave us at, Shawn?
I was gonna keep it a secret, but I guess I'll tell you. It's very close.
No.
So
then
we're
keep it a
actually-
secret till
Okay,
after
okay.
our diva off.
Right now we're a little bit ahead. I'll just say that. All
I
right.
love a little bit.
Yeah. Aurora, would you rather go up against Ryan or myself?
Didn't I go against you last time, Shawn?
You did. You were seeking revenge.
I'm gonna take on
because we
Ryan. I'm gonna take on Ryan this time. Let's do it.
Go.
I won last time. I already beat Shawn. I want to go at Ryan.
did. Wow.
Oh.
And this time,
Listen, everyone agreed Quicksilver would have been better. Thank you.
yeah. This time we do it a little bit different because of Agatha. So you can actually choose if you want to be an X-Men hero or a villain, or you can be a witch.
Ooh. I'm gonna be a witch in honor of Agatha all along.
All right, I'm spinning the wheel for you. Ooh, this is actually really fitting. We had this one before, but you actually got Jinx Monsoon.
Oh.
How fitting!
Yep.
A witch and a drag queen in the same body. I live.
We love our Jinx Monsoon. She's amazing
we
at
do.
everything
Yes,
she
we
does.
do.
Queen of Queens.
Yeah. Ryan, would you rather be a hero or a villain?
Hero.
Hero.
Hello.
So you got. Oh, this is gonna be fun. You got Boom Boom. I want you in my room.
In my room. Yeah.
All right, and then Situation. Spinning it right now. Oh, that's really mean. Should I do this to Ryan? Should I do this?
Oh God.
Who would be a RuPaul's Drag Race fan?
Oh my God.
Do I even have to argue? Like, is that even like necessary?
I want to see what Ryan comes up with, so we're gonna put the pressure on.
Oh my goodness.
Boom Boom vs. Jinx Monsoon. Who would be the bigger RuPaul's Drag Race fan?
Fight.
All right, Aurora, would you like to go first or second?
You know what? I'll let Ryan take a moment to like figure out what he wants to, rebuttal with.
Oh my God.
So
She's a gentleman.
I could go first with this one.
All right.
I'm a lady. I can go first.
I'm sure he appreciates that. All right, you've got 30 seconds on the clock. Ready, set, go.
Gosh, why would Jinx Monsoon be the biggest Drag Race fan in the entire world? I can really not even think of one major reason why, other than the fact that she's won RuPaul's Drag Race not once but twice. And she made top four both times, and she is the Queen of Queens, winning against all other winners. She knows all of her references. She has been on the pit stop. She has been at multiple RuPaul's Drag Race cons. She is just the icon, the Queen of Queens, and there's no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
All right, Ryan. I'd hate to follow that act.
Yeah, I'm a little sad. I kind of wish I had more because I feel like last time I really got intense with it, and this one was just like, please.
It's gonna make Ryan's victory even better.
Oh, okay.
I've got to support my sister.
I can't wait to hear this.
All right. On your mark, get set, go.
All right, let's be honest. We all know that Boo Move's a big fan of the alcohol. And where is she going to be drinking that? At the RuPaul's Drag Race parties. Because she's always there watching that. She also is a huge drinker. Gays love a drunk white woman at times. So that is actually one of their biggest benefactors too. She is actually probably, if this was happening in the world, she would probably be a guest star on that and probably at least 4 of the spinoffs too. And I also don't believe that Jinx is a huge fan because she's actually said a few bad things about actually being on the show, and she doesn't actually like. Go on.
I do have to add, though, you're probably not wrong because I know so many drunk white girls who can match me on like RuPaul's Drag Race, like pop quiz. Like, I ask you about every girl from season 2, and girl, they can kind of keep up. So work.
I am one of those girlies. No.
I will say, since I've been watching since season 1, episode 1, because I went to the very first DragCon, which was amazing because nobody was there. Jinx performed Creep, like literally like 5 feet from me, and Jason from the pits or the what are they called? The pit crew. Jason was there. I wanted to just lick him everywhere, and I have a video of Jinx singing Creep right in front of me. It was so great.
Oh, I love that.
Oh my god,
that's awesome.
All right, so in 3 weeks, we will find out who won that battle. But I guess we'll know sooner because we have access to the Instagram. But also, in 3 weeks, we will be back to start Wolverine and the X-Men on, I believe that Friday is March 20th, with the biggest X-Stand, or Wolverine stand that I know. So we'll see who that is in just a few weeks. But Aurora, thank you so much for coming on again. You're always such a blast, bringing the fun, the knowledge, and the beauty.
Thank you so much for having me. I feel so bad about my technical difficulties I had today, but you know the show must go on. I'm still here, so no, you guys are incredible. I always have fun on this podcast. You know, you can always ask me back anytime. I'll always, for sure. I am a freaking nerd, just like y'all. This has been an absolute blast. I love just geeking out like this. This has been absolutely amazing.
And who knows, maybe we have a project we're working on that you're going to be a part of. That'll come out later this year. I mean, anything could happen.
Anything. Anus thing is possible.
My Alaska, she's my favorite. Where can our listeners find you?
Listeners, you can find me on Instagram at aurora.veil. That's AURORA _VEIL. And I'm also on Facebook as Austin Matthews. My socials are connected. You can follow my stories every day to see what I'm up to. I'll be at the Blackheart on March 19th for a very special benefit for a queen that we recently lost at the Blackheart of St. Paul. So we'll be doing a benefit for her, raising money, which all the proceeds will be going to her husband. And then, hopefully you guys will probably see me for Pride. I will also be at the Uncanny Experience for, senior year this year. And that's going to be in September. So I can't wait for you guys to see what I have in store for you, because this year's look is definitely probably going to be the best I've done yet. I cannot wait to get it started. I'm so excited.
That's so exciting. I can't wait.
Yay.
Ryan, where can they find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram at RYEORIO, or find me in the Solving for X comments.
And Kevin?
Kevin. You can find me at KJEEZY87 on Instagram, or follow the other podcasts that we do, Words of the Witches, covering the Charmed magazines. We just finished the official ones, and now we're going to be moving on to some new things. So, ta-da!
Woo!
And you can find our podcast on solvingforxmen.com. That'll link you to Spotify, YouTube. That'll link you to our store on TeePublic. Anything you need, it's all on solvingforxmen.com. On my Instagram and TikTok, I will be posting this Saturday under Shawnee Havoc when I go to Disneyland, where it's both gay days and MAGA days. So we'll see what happens.
What an adventure.
I know.
Yeah.
Be careful.
I aim
You'll
to
have to
take
keep
a
us
picture of
informed.
everybody in MAGA and post them.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for listening. We'll see you in a few weeks with Wolverine and the X-Men.
Yay!
Yay!
Bye.
Yay!
Bye.
Bye.